Now, this may be the last U.S. presidential election for Donald Trump. Speaking in an interview to the Sinclair Media Group, he said, the Republican presidential nominee, said if he was asked, I beg your pardon, if he saw himself running again in 2028 if he were to lose the presidential election to Democratic rival Kamala Harris. Mr. Trump can only serve another 4 years if he wins, as U.S. law bars presidents from serving more than 2 terms in office. Let's take a listen to some of what he said. If you're not successful this time, do you see yourself running again in 4 years? No, I don't. I think that will be it. I don't see that at all. I think hopefully we're gonna be successful. Let's join CBS News correspondent Naomi Reckon, who's in New York. Naomi, good to have you with us. Pretty unusual, isn't it, to hear Donald Trump talking about anything less than winning? Is there a strategy behind these comments? Absolutely. And there is a shift in his persona when he speaks about what could be in 4 years. Anita, good morning. Former President Donald Trump did say on Sunday that he doesn't think he'd run again for president in 2028 if he fell short in his bid to return to the White House this November. He told a journalist he thinks that would be it if he loses. The comment was notable both because Trump seemed to rule out a 4th bid for the White House, and because he rarely admits the possibility he could legitimately lose an election. But keep in mind, Trump would be 82 years old in 2028, a year older than President Joe Biden is now. And Trump and many Republicans have criticized President Biden for staying in as long as he did, so it could be seen as hypocritical if he ran again. Anita, and lots of polling, of course, as we get ever closer to polling day. Tell us about the latest from CBS. Right. This new CBS polling shows Vice President Kamala Harris has gained a slight edge over former President Donald Trump. The Vice President has now moved to the slightest of edges across battleground states, ahead now by just 2 points. And nationally, Harris is up 4 points over Donald Trump. Harris has also made gains with voters, who say the economy is a major factor, now just 6 points behind Trump on that issue, which is normally a winning one for him. In general, the vice president does better with voters, who have a positive view of the national economy and of their own personal financial situation. This week, Harris is hoping to capitalize on these new numbers, with a speech on Wednesday outlining her economic vision for the next 4 years. She is expected to touch on the cost of home ownership and high grocery bills. Former President Trump has been quite critical of his opponent for being slow to release details on economic policy. Anita, okay, Naomi, thank you very much for that. Naomi, Reckon,